I top cut this massive tournament with a pretty standard team, but I had a pair of strong Fluttermane, so it's cool. This is the team that I used. I'll pull it up in Showdown so it's a bit easier to see. Actually, it's probably easier to see here. This is really standard. It's literally just Bolt balance. Leftovers Bolt. I mean, this one is Scarfish. I use normal Scarf one because that's what I'm comfortable with. I have the pair of strong Fluttermane here to deal with Dondozo because I kind of struggled into Dondozo. I kind of had a jump scare because in round 1 I pulled 2-2-2 and I was like, uh-oh, I don't know how to beat this. But I'll kind of go over that in more detail in a bit. I lost the top 16 to my round 3 opponent. We'll talk about that set in a bit. But yeah, like on the whole, like I have Swords Dance, Ogerpon. It's a very standard team. There's some like unique stuff about it, so I guess I'll go over that now. So I think we'll start with the Incineroar. This is a Citrus Berry Ghost Incineroar, so there's no way for this Incineroar to avoid Spore, except for Taunt. And this Incineroar is actually very fast. Now, I'm not going to be releasing the exact numbers, but I can tell you about the team. Like, every single time there's 2 Incineroar in the field, mine was faster. And I have Taunt, and the idea with Taunt is that I'm faster than a lot of the Raging Bolts. So, in Raging Bolt Balance Mirrors, I can taunt the Raging Bolt, and then I can taunt the Incin, and then they're kind of stuck on the field, and I can just click Calm Line, they can't really do anything. Next, it's Rilla, which is standard, and then Ogerpon is, like, mostly standard. I mean, it's Swords Dance. But the spread is very standard, like, it's nothing new. This is just a Swords Dance Ogerpon, it 1VR. This is a Calm Mind Bolt, again, standard. This one has Thunderbolt instead of Thunderclap, just because I find that it helps me win the Bolt Mirror a lot more often, and it's a lot easier to get around, like, checkmate scenarios where my opponent would, like, use Fraygraph to get around my attacks. Then we have the Urshifu here, which is, again, standard, and then we have the Fluttermane, obviously with that Perish Song. That's kind of my unique take on the team. I guess the most interesting thing about it is I have the Perish Song and Booster Flutter. I think it's really good. It helps set up a lot of win conditions, but a lot of people don't agree. So I guess it's just up to interpretation. Okay, so I guess we can go over my run now. So round 1, it was 2-2-2. And they brought the Dragonite, Chien-Pao, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu. And this team oftentimes can struggle into Powknight, but what I did was, it's Incin Raging Bolt lead, and then I protected the Raging Bolt and parting shotted the Dragonite out into Fluttermane. Yeah, so I parting shot it into Flutter, and then all of a sudden that gives me a lot of options. This is actually Nino, and he terra'd his Pow turn 1, and then did not double the Incin, so I got the parting shot off, which was nice, and then I kind of just started Dragon Pulsing, like I terra'd my Bolt, and then I just started Dragon Pulsing everything. And then I had Urshifu in the end game. The idea was once I got rid of this Flutter, it was kind of over, and I was really lucky he got a Paralysis. I would have been able to take out the Flutter anyways, but the Paralysis definitely helped. And yeah, I just kind of slowly chipped away. Keep in mind, this is best of 1 in Swiss. So then I pulled Crown Town, and I am not very good at playing this matchup at all. This matchup should be pretty good for me. I can't play it for the life of me. So I think I led Bolt Incin, and my logic was, if he wants to lead Regidrago, he doesn't have the Terra Blast, like he's Earth Power. So if he wants to lead Regidrago, then I can just Terra and click Calm Mind. I don't mind stacking Incin here. And if he leads Crown, then I can fake out the Crown and force him to switch in DD, and then I can take terrain control with my Rilla. So he led Crown Drago, and I fake out the Crown, Terra, Fairy, Calm Minded, and then just started setting up Calm Minds. But I did not play the endgame correctly, and I think like what happened is I brought Hearthflame, and I just couldn't deal. He had Urshifu and Indeedee. I just couldn't deal with it in the back, so I lost. If I were to play that matchup again, I think I would not lead Bolts. I think into the not Regidrago ones, this matchup is really, really good. I think into the ones with Regidrago might be a little bit more difficult. But either way, like, I could have played that better, so whatever. So round 3, this one was a little bit difficult, to be honest, because they have a Stomping Tantrum, Terrifier, Ogerpon. So I really have to leverage Incin, and if Incin goes down too early, then I'm kind of cooked. Plus, they have the Taunt Flutter, and the Snarl Bolt, and the Sludge Ball Moongus. So I don't really have a whole lot of tools to deal with this, so I have to play very carefully. I was able to win because I was able to Intimidate cycle the Fire Pond, but even then, it was still a relatively difficult match. I think this matchup is maybe not the best. It's not like so bad, but it's not great. Then I just played like the Toller team that won Knoxville, I think it was. This matchup was really, really good. I just Incin cycled with Terra Fairy Bolt. They can't really hit it. Their Terra Steel Gholdengo makes my Incin able to just one-shot them no matter what. So, or not one-shot them, but do good damage. Then I played, this team was actually very scary. This was Porygon 2 Ursaluna stuff. This team is very good, and I was frightened because I kind of felt like I didn't have a lot of tools to deal with the Trick Room mode other than Incineroar. But since my Incineroar's goggles, they have their Amoonguss, they can spore it. But I was able to just like get the upper hand, just like with Taunt Incin helps a lot there. So yeah, on the whole, that went pretty well. And then this team was also pretty scary. I was 4-1 at this point, only losing to Crown Town. Winning this gives me a chance for the bye in top 16. So I really wanted to win, and I did win. They had Taunt Bundle, but they didn't bring the Bundle or the Sinistra, so it was literally just a Bolt Balance matchup, and then I just timer stalled because I have Thunderbolt, they have Thunderclap. Thunderbolt has higher base power than Thunderclap, so I pretty much just killed everything else. It was a Bolt 1v1 endgame, both Terra Fairy. I just Calm Minded to max and started Thunderbolting them, and I slowly won that battle of attrition and timer stalling. So, and then I did not get the bye and played my round 3 opponent again. I won game 1, lost game 2, and then game 3 was close. I made an adjustment to bring my Scarf Ursh because they left Amoonguss and Bolt behind, so obviously Scarf Ursh is good into this, assuming Flutter Mane goes down. However, their Ogerpon with Stomping Tantrum just kind of messed everything up. Like, it killed my Incin a little bit too early, and I wasn't able to properly cycle, so they were able to just get the positioning upper hand. And then I think there was a point when if I won a speed tie, I could have won, but I lost a speed tie, which is like, that was on me for even letting it get to a point like that. So whatever, my opponent kind of just outplayed me, so that's okay. They played well. Like, I'm not mad about it. I mean, it's a little frustrating, but at the end of the day, it's like, I can't really be mad. They played better, so it is what it is. Okay, so let's look at the rest of the tournament. So the team that won is 10-0, completely undefeated, and they are using, surprise, Bolt Balance. This is very similar to what I'm using. It is pretty much the same, but instead of Flutter Mane, they have Icicle Crash POW, and they do not have Taunt. On a team like this, you realistically don't need Taunt. Like, you have the Ivy Cudgel, you have the POW. Like, you have enough damage where you can probably just out-damage the bolts. Like this POW is doing a ton of damage to the bolts, plus you have the Urshifu. If I had to guess, this Urshifu is probably trained to live Thunderclap. That way, if it's like another lefty's Bolt Mirror, you can just lead POW Ursh, and then if they don't have Incin, you just like mop the floor with the Bolt and just insta-kill it. But I think on the whole, like, this is a very strong team. This person probably played very well. It looks like they pulled a relatively good matchup as well. So yeah, on the whole, I think it's a great team. So this is an interesting one. So this is Iron Jugulus Blood Moon. I feel like this was popular. I feel like, was Brian Hume on this? I feel like he was on this in Orlando or something similar. I don't think the Okidogi was there, but I could be wrong. I actually don't know. But this is a pretty good team. Obviously, it's second in this tournament. Blood Moon Ursaluna is very strong. Even though like Reg H is over, it's still doing a ton of damage with Life Orb Terra Normal. Plus you have the Snarl for the Bolt Mirrors. You have this Throat Trap Incin. Probably for the mirror match into Blood Moon. I'm not really sure what else you would need that for. There's probably, if Snarl is a Snarl might be a sound move actually, then that would be good for like Snarl mirrors. Pretty good team, interesting team. Okidogi is always fun. I don't know if it's good, but it's second, so obviously doing something right. And then this is like another kind of standard team. This is probably the more standard version of the Blood Moon Ursaluna balance. You have the Frigger for Trick Room, but then you have like the common fake out cycle pieces. You have just an offensive Flutter Mane. You have the redirection Ogerpon. Like, this is just 6 consistent pieces that are just strong, and you can just outplay your opponent with them. And this is the person I lost to. We've already been over this team, but it's a very strong team. Again, it gives you the options to do a lot of different stuff. It's a very consistent team. You have 6 good pieces, and you're just able to just outplay and outposition your opponent. The Stomping Tantrum Ogerpon, huge nuisance for Bolt Balance teams, which is why it's so good. And now that's it for the top 4. How long is this video? If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Please like. If you like the tournament recap videos, I do not play in Limitless tournaments very often. I could play in more if you guys are interested in these kind of videos. If you guys would rather the other kind of videos, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.